All right. We have Big Brother Canada, season 10, episode 14. Very interesting. Last we left off, we had Jess as HOH finalizing nominations with Tanisha and Moose. There we go. Names, I tell you, I have a real issue with names. Tanisha and Moose were on the block. And I gotta say, I was not excited at first. I was thinking, damn it, Moose is gonna go home. But then people got to talking. People got to talking and they're thinking to themselves, Tanisha is very good socially. They were all talking about how great of a player she was. And I was like, huh? Since when? But then when they said socially, I was like, okay. Now that I think about it, no one's been targeting her. She's always been in an alliance. She's jumping from one alliance to another. No one's upset. Has good relationships with everybody. Might actually be pretty good. Might actually be a pretty good player. And we have Helena. I don't understand this individual. Was very upset with Tanisha, which is understandable because Tanisha was pushing for her to be on the block, but was also upset with Herman because because he took himself off the block. Okay, that was weird and petty. Because he took himself off the block, which opened up an opportunity for her to go on the block, I guess, but he didn't do anything to you. You're starting to act like Betty a little bit. Golly, these people. So Tanisha's just always just moping around, talking to the camera. Herman is living his best life, dancing it up after he took himself off the block. And then we have conversations with Moose and let me show you, and Kevin. I'm not sure why people keep talking to Kevin. Like he's a factor in the game or something, but he does talk a lot of game with people. So I guess they kind of trust him. But so we got Moose talking to Kevin, giving him all kinds of promises. The weird thing was that Moose didn't really talk much to all the other people that were voting. He didn't try to sway votes much. It's very odd, but he talked to Kevin a lot, which was actually pretty smart because Kevin talked to everybody about where they're voting. Because Kevin immediately was like, hey, I might want to keep Moose. Tanisha. It's Tanisha. She's talking to Helena, going like, I don't want to assume because we're in an alliance that I have your vote. I want to just go around and talk to everybody and all this stuff, not knowing that Tanisha already knows that she recommended that she go up on the block. But hey, eventually she finds out. She's talking to everybody. She's really campaigning. I'm telling you. Tanisha goes on a whole campaign, and Moose talks to one person. Kevin goes to Gino and what the hell is her name? Jc Lin, and plant a little seed about those two being left out of the vote. The vote when Kyle was HOH. When they were the only two that voted for, what the hell was that person? I can't remember. A long time ago, those people don't matter anymore. But he was planting a little seed. You were left out of the votes. Well, you know, this might be a time for you to get your revenge. Maybe, vote a different way. And Summer, of course, having lots of conversations, very upset. Like I said, Summer would be just always upset, always want to tell people how to vote and how to do this. And like always, like my friends are not gonna go and all this nonsense. Just get out of the game, Summer, please. Just walk. Just had enough of you. And we have this moment right here where Josh is talking to Kevin and they're conspiring, and Kevin mentioned, what if there was a way you can vote for Tanisha to stay, but she still goes home? And Josh was like, yeah, I might be into that. It sounds like an excellent plan. And they used this line where they were like, she has a great story as a single mom. I feel bad that she's not going to be that because that money could do a lot for her. It's like, as a single mom, she's a model, probably not making that much money, and she's definitely getting paid child support. So just the sympathy of having a child, people help her all the time. No, stop it. She don't deserve money because she's a single mom. You don't have to do anything. Just have a child with you and people will just hand you stuff. Come on now. It's ridiculous. She talks to Gino about how is he gonna vote, and Gino's like, well, I gotta weigh out my options and see what was best for me. And she immediately broke down and started crying because she saw the writing on the wall. She's talked to so many people and they're also indecisive, and she's starting to see that she might be going home. It might be over. Ugh. She no longer have to cry about not seeing her baby. She can go home and be a mom again. Ooh, oh boy. So we finally come down to the vote. And they give their speech. She throws a little shade. She throws a little shade at Jess because Jess called her Tanisha, Tinashe, something like that. She throws shade at Jess. I can't remember your name either, lady. Like, come on, give Jess a break. You're not memorable. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And she doesn't even have a nickname. Doesn't even have the decency to have a nickname that is easier to say, like Tina or something like that, that people could just say instead of her ridiculous name. Some people are inconsiderate like that, We get down to the vote, and it's a 4-5 split, and we have Tanisha going home. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, brother. Oh, she was upset. And then there was a twist. There was a twist where there will be there's a double eviction. There will be no HOH and no POV. It comes down to 2 competitions. First winner gets to pick someone to be safe, and that person gets to pick another person to be safe, and so on until there's 3 people left. And then those three people will be competing in the last competition, and the one winning that competition will be safe, and the last 2 will be our nominees. And then straight from there to the voting. Bang, bang, bang. And I was so excited, and I was like, oh, yes, 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 yes. Betty's going home. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Because I'm like the worst at everything. Betty It's obviously going to lose. And guess what? Guess what happened? The first competition, every people, there was terrible scores. Herman was the second lowest with 1. He scored 1 point out of 15. 15 was the highest score. And Moose won that with 15 points. And Betty was the only one that didn't hit any points. It was a bowling competition. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. There we go. They have to bowl down these little mountains and hills and past the pins. And down here is where they score. Betty is the only one that hit it out of bounds. No score. I'm just saying she's hot garbage. I'm just saying. So we go to the first competition. Moose wins, very excited. And now they have to go to the second part where they have to pick someone to be safe. Is a chain of safety kind of thing. And Moose chose, Moose chose Herman, which I was excited about. Wanted him to choose Herman. I think that's his best options. And then Herman chose, come on. Herman chose Josh? Yes, Herman chose Josh. You see a little snippet there. Josh looking relieved that he was chosen. I mean, they do have a final 2, so it makes sense. Herman chose Josh. And then the thing that broke my heart, Josh chose Betty. Josh chose Betty. Betty's safe. I was so pissed. I can't believe she keeps staying alive. Why do they keep her in this game? Just taking up space. God damn it. So we went down to the wire. I think Steve chose what's his name? Marty. And then Marty chose Helena. And yeah, that was the last one. And the final 3 left out of the safety was Jess, Gino, and JC Lin. A little disappointed because I was rooting for them. Jess is very good at competitions. Social game is trash, but very good at competition. Love a good competitor. Gino's up there in the running. My boy Herman right now is on top for me right now, even though his alliances are a little shaky and he's a little verbose. People are going to use that against him, but he's on the top for me right now because he's a competitor and he pulls it out when he needs to. Josh, I was rooting for Josh, but he hasn't won anything yet. He's not winning anything. I think people are more intimidated by Josh than they should be. He's not winning. And then he went and go save Betty. God damn you, Josh. All right, so hold on. Here we go. Get on to the final competition. Got Gino in the middle, JC Lin over here, and Jess at the end. And they have to sort these balls, different colors, into the matching colored cylinder. You pretty much have to fill it up. And there's plenty of white balls, as you can see in the little tray there. none of those colors are white. So you gotta shuffle through it and try not to get any white balls into that thing there. And after you're finished, you go and you press the button over here. And in the end, in the final countdown, the winner was JC Lin. God damn you, Gino, you disappointing zombie. Now I gotta put JC Lin up there. Cause she's pulling out wins, man. I can't hate. She's pulling out wins. I gotta give her some props. Gino, you're starting to look a little weak. You know what I mean? She's really tanking through. She's really winning some stuff, and she's aligned with you, and she's probably gonna cut you. I don't know. If we go down to final two with Gino and JC Lin, I might have to give it to her. I might have to give it to JC Lin. Gino did his thing, but socially, he's a stammering mess. She's not very good socially. She cries a lot and just has lots of meaningless conversations with people. But those wins and the way she just plays her game, and she's not really a target for anyone. No one's really, the only reason people would target her is because she's aligned with Gino. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to analyze her game, but she's doing some stuff right. And I got to give it to her. I got to give her that edge over Gino for the moment. Gino's got to pull out something special for me to be like, you got it. But, you know, she's pulling out wins, man. I like a competitor. I can't, you know, I can't hate. I can't hate on the game. You know what I mean? So we come down to the vote, and it was a 2-7 split, and Jess went home after just being HOH that same week, sent home right after her target goes home. Well, I don't think that was her original target. Moose was her original target, but send someone home and then you go home. The humanity. So Jess is gone. Let's see. Oh, I got Herman for top right now. Then, damn it, I'm still gonna give it to Gino. Then Gino, and then JC Lin. For right now, in my top, Josh has got to start playing up. He's got to stop doing some stuff. He's got to start winning. His game is good, kind of, but he's got to start winning. And Steve is playing pretty well. He's manipulating stuff, but it's garbage. He doesn't win anything. I can't give money to people that don't win. You know what I mean? You got to win. So my top is Herman, then Gino, then JC Lin. But she might pull it out in the end. If they're just the final two right now, I'm gonna have to give it to her. But for now, I'm gonna give Gino that edge because he's taken more heat. Only because he's taken more heat than she has. If they really lay the pressure on her and she had to deal with some heat, she'll buckle before Gino does. So that's the reason I'm giving the edge right now. But if they get to the end together, I'm gonna have to give it to her because she played it smart. She used him as a shield. I would have to give it to her. But for now, that's my three. That's my top three. Herman, Gino, JC Lin. And that is that. Until next time. I'm excited to see. I'm starting to get excited now because they're getting rid of useless people. But damn it, Jess though. Jess was good. She was good in competitions. Terrible socially, but good in competitions. Sorry to see them go, but you know, that's just how it goes.